Dad's fork scraped the edge of his plate. The metal on ceramic sounded sharp enough to cut through the fake laughter around the table. "You're not getting a single dollar," he said, eyes fixed on me like I was a stray animal that had wandered in. The words should have stung. They didn't, not anymore. That's when my phone lit up on the table. The number was unfamiliar, but the voice on the other end was clear. "Miss Brooks, SoftBank just wired 40 million. You're officially $100 million CEO." The silence that followed could have drowned the whole room. I didn't look at him. I just smiled. Backstory: the roots of the betrayal. My parents were never the type to clap at school plays or frame my report cards. Success wasn't celebrated. It was expected, and then diminished. "Top of your class? So was I," Dad would say. Mom would just change the subject. The real crack came at 21. I'd told them I wanted to build my own company, AI-based logistics. Dad laughed. "Pipe dreams are for rich kids. You'll take a real job or you'll starve." I thought maybe I could earn their respect by proving them wrong. Instead, I learned that some people aren't waiting for your victory, they're waiting for your failure. Discovery of betrayal. 2 years in, I came to them, not for money, but for a loan guarantee. I had a term sheet from an early investor. All I needed was their signature to unlock the funding. They said no, not because they couldn't, but because they didn't want to. Dad's exact words: "If you fall flat on your face, at least you'll learn something." It was a performance. I saw it in his eyes. He wanted me to fall. That night, in my apartment with no heat and a laptop on 5% battery, I made myself a promise. They would never, ever get to claim my victory. Shift in mindset, the plan. I stopped asking for approval. I stopped telling them anything. Every call became small talk. Every meeting became an act. I kept my growth quiet. I built my network silently. I learned to listen more than I spoke, to ask questions that revealed what people thought of me when I wasn't in the room. And my parents? They thought I was still struggling, probably one rent check away from moving back home. I let them believe it. Execution: the moves that changed everything. Step 1. Secure talent no one else could afford. I offered equity instead of cash. People laughed, but the ones who stayed became my inner circle. Step 2. Lock down patents before I even had a product. I bled my savings dry on legal fees, but it kept the big players from stealing the idea. Step 3. Cultivate an image of being underestimated. No press, no LinkedIn brag posts, just quiet deals behind closed doors. Within 3 years, we had a prototype. Within 4, Amazon and Maersk were in bidding wars for a partnership. That's when SoftBank called. Climax: back to the dinner table. I didn't answer right away after the 40 million news. I let the silence grow heavy, let their curiosity claw at them. Finally, I put the phone on speaker. "Could you repeat that?" I said, my voice calm. "Of course. SoftBank just wired 40 million to your account. You're now officially $100 million CEO. Congratulations, Miss Brooks." Dad's fork froze halfway to his mouth. Mom blinked like she was trying to wake from a dream. I just nodded, said thank you, and ended the call. The confrontation. Dad cleared his throat. "So, you've been doing well. Well enough." "You never told us," Mom said. I leaned back, studying their faces. "You didn't need to know. You made it clear I wasn't getting a single dollar from you. I decided I'd never need one." Dad tried to smile. "We could have celebrated." "Celebrated what? You didn't believe in me. You bet against me. And you lost." His jaw tightened, but he stayed silent. For once, he couldn't spin the story to make himself the hero. The payoff. A week later, I sent them a package. Inside was a copy of the SoftBank contract framed in glass. Below it, a single note. This is what you said wasn't worth investing in. No check, no invitation. Just proof. Resolution, final reflection. People think revenge is loud, slamming doors, shouting matches, dramatic scenes. They're wrong. The most satisfying revenge is quiet. It's letting the other person live long enough to see just how wrong they were, and making sure they know they can't touch any of it. That night, after the dinner, I sat in my penthouse, city lights bleeding through the glass, and realized something. I hadn't just won. I'd erased any part of me that still needed their approval, and that was worth more than the 100 million.